with each other anymore, but
Right.
the dad, you look like an ass. You shouldn't have did that. Like, come on,
enough
you're
again.
gonna take all of that to rent a dump truck and then fill it with pennies, like instead of just doing what you have to do, or even using that time and energy to create a relationship with your adult now daughter.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't do it obviously before. Like, just
shame.
And again,
therapy.
I think
People
the key,
need help.
I think the key word for this week is resentment.
Yeah.
Because there you go again. It's just it's a feeling that we need to try to the best of our abilities. Even I'm speaking for myself. My God, like you're right. Therapy, like identify your feelings, sir. You're coming from what kind of place are you? What type of person are you? You gonna bring 80,000 pennies? What is it?
Yeah, 80,000 pennies.
You've been better off giving 80,000 stars.
80,000 pennies for an $800 payment.
For your final payment.
Right.
Like, you really thought that was funny. Like, that was the stupidest thing that
And
you
then to
can
dump
do.
it on their front yard.
Yeah, so now they got to get it off the yard, and then they got to probably pay, probably messed up some of the grass.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sir, you're a freaking idiot.
That made no sense.
You should go, that should be a charge. Should be a criminal charge, be trespassing. Something.
Right.
And that was his last child support payment.
Right.
Boy, you was resentful the whole time.
You
didn't even like the baby.
Didn't. He don't have no relationship with her. Estranged.
Yeah, you
Right,
didn't.
don't
You
be
didn't,
mad.
you didn't. Don't be mad at that.
It's your own
That's
fault.
well,
you did it.
well, yeah, it's not his fault, but you could have worked all this situation out with your baby mother.
Right.
Whether if it was mandated by the court or you all had an agreement. There's still a child involved, bro. Regardless of how you feel, you're working, you're healthy, you have to pay, my friend. Yeah. So he paid every week. He was pissed.
Yeah.
He was pissed. He was angry. He was resentful. And that last payment, did that make you feel? Did that make you feel better, sir?
It didn't.
And look what it got you. It got you nothing. You embarrassed yourself by doing that. By taking the time out with your resentful ass to get 80,000 pennies. That probably cost you $200 to do that, you dummy.
Right.
They probably charged the crap out of you for 800,000. Where did you get 80,000 pennies from? What did you do? You went to the supermarket? I don't know. Where did you go with
order it from the bank.
Right. So you probably have to pay a couple of $100 just to prove this dumb point.
Just to prove the point, stupid.
Right.
Go ahead, Senny. Us men, boy, sometimes.
Y'all, sometimes what you're.
But this is a Babylonian thing. Brothers don't do this.
No.
Right.
They just don't
When
do
I
it.
finished my last child support party, we were at the club party and we were celebrating. It was nothing.
Right.
I had a good time.
Talk about things being officially over. Dr. Dre is officially a very eligible bachelor because a judge has just restored his single status. The judge this week has just signed off on the music mogul's request to become officially divorced from Nicole Young. Both Dre and Nicole will now battle it out over the validity of the prenup, which will determine their property settlement. Nicole wants the prenup declared invalid and also claims Dre agreed he would not enforce it. Dre says that has never happened and the prenup is ironclad. Dre had asked this for single status back in March, saying his split from Nicole had reached the point of no return. The split has dragged on through abuse claims, diss tracks, and allegations of mistresses and love children. But now they are officially split in the eyes of the law. However, Dre is still paying $2 million a month in temporary spousal support until they get to the bottom of this prenup situation.
Well, it's safe to say.
So you better save those coins, Nicole, because it is coming. I wonder if they'll make her pay that back.
Yeah,
or
of
just
course.
deduct it from the amount she was going to get. That's what they should do.
Yeah,
Right.
because he needs his money back.
Well, not back.
It's not back.
It's
But
hers.
they'll take
But
it.
It's
You
not.
won't have to pay her
What?
in addition.
Yeah.
They
Right.
said
He
you have to
paid-
pay spousal support.
Okay, I understand that,
$2 million.
but all that court fee and all that, he needs some of that money back.
or just to take it from his
I understand that, but he needs his money, whichever way.
Or does she have to pay back that embezzlement money that she took
Right,
from the
what's like
company?
300-something
Nobody's
thousand
talking about
dollars or
that.
whatever. Talk about that.
And
Wrote herself a check.
my whole question
Like
is
F this charity.
My whole question is this: did Dr. J go to the same church that Sonia Murray went to? Now listen.
Dang, Dre.
Dre, listen up.
Oh, goodness.
I applaud you, my friend. Get out of that mess.
Right.
Because this was not done, and this was done in a hateful, resentful way. He didn't want to be with this wife no more. He's a billionaire. Jeff Bezos did it the best. You know, he put a picture up there of his penis, and then he cut a check to the wife and gave her some of the Amazon stock and kept it pushing.
He kept it pushing.
But this woman, no, she just wanted to drag it all in the mud. And you had no, how you want to drag this into the mud and you don't even have no money to pay for the attorney? And your husband is paying for the attorneys. The husband is paying the attorneys to get money to take his own money.
Right.
If I was Dre, I'd be looking at the other lawyers like, yo, y'all work for me. Because they really working for him.
I mean,
they're not working for her.
You know.
Because when it's time to pay the bill, it says Dr. Dre and Associates. That's where the check is coming from. It ain't coming from
Sign
Nicole.
the papers.
It ain't coming from her. She didn't have a dime to pay him.
She's getting $2 million a month.
Dre, get your,
Give me
She
a
has some
T-shirt.
money.
and why
Sign the
does she need
papers.
Why does she need $2 million a month?
Because she is accustomed
That's
to
a
the lavish lifestyle, so he has to keep it up.
And imagine her rent. Like, where is she living?
Right?
Like,
She
he
can't
needs
live in squalor
Why does that become his problem?
because he got her accustomed to that.
It doesn't
Yeah.
say Nicole Beats
But
by
Shawn.
Nicole. That Chronic
can't
album,
just-
he did his job.
She was his muse.
Excuse me,
Right.
I get it. He did his job. Those kids are comfortable.
She was
He
with
done
him
raised
shooting
these
in the
kids.
gym.
Right,
Excuse
but
me.
she was, you
Excuse
know,
me,
she put them kids out.
Right,
She
and
earned that $2 million a
and that
month.
cost $2 million?
Hey, you know what
You want to
do?
put a price on my uterus?
Dude, first, not even that. Do you know when a female have a baby,
And
that
then-
is the closest to death we
Yeah,
will be?
and then-
Like, we
and-
could
but-
die like that. So, yeah, it's worth it.
But-
She should have gave her ass more.
And then on top of
She
that,
should get $6 million.
then on top
Right.
of that, when men do it to women, that's a problem.
Well, because
Okay.
y'all ain't supposed
So-
to do it to us.
So I
Right.
say she should just go on out there and get a job like everybody else.
It just seems a little weird.
and have
when-
everything paid because of the way she behaved about this. Boy, Nicole, you lucky I ain't the judge on this one with my white cat.
He said with the white cat.
I'll bring her in there with my cat.
Not the cat. Not
Yeah,
the
the
cat
cat is
show.
sitting there.
Leave the cat
And I'm
at
holding
home.
the cat like
Right.
this because the cat likes the back of his head. And while the cat's doing that and I'm sitting there with my pasties on and with the New Jersey
Oh,
Nets,
yeah.
with the Nets on my forehead, Nicole, this is my decision for you. You're getting $500,000 a month, which I think is really a lot too. And you're gonna go on with your life. Those kids are good. Those kids are straight.
Shawn.
You deal with your and let me tell you something. I don't care what you was accustomed to. If you can't live off of $500,000 a month,
Her apartment, her mortgage probably is about that.
we've all made adjustments in our finances to live accordingly.
But why
to
should
our
she have
budget.
to? Because he was
Because
the
they're
one who
not
stepped
married
out the
no more.
marriage.
They're no more.
But
They're-
why she have to? Had he not stepped out, they probably still would have been together. So,
Well, whatever way it ended,
you
it
know,
doesn't really.
so he
it doesn't-
owe her. He
why is
owe her. He should have
paid?
kept his penis because
Why is
he
he paying
had.
$2 million?
Because
The
he
kids-
need to pay.
I understand that, but the kids are grown.
So what?
The kid, and she's healthy.
So what? She
All right, what's
gave
the
him
next
the
story,
good
Senny?
years, so he got to give her back good money
I hear that. Go ahead.
Okay.
Right.
Man. How long he has to pay that for?
until she get remarried or somebody
Nah,
die.
That's crazy.
And then I hope you got a life insurance policy on him, sis.
Right.
He can remove himself from that. Go ahead.
Shoot.
That's probably what he did too. He was like, you know what? That $1 billion, she's not getting that when I die. I'm gonna split that up. Go ahead, see.
A man has been charged with allegedly stealing hundreds of blank COVID-19 vaccine cards from his place of employment. 45-year-old Muhammad Ahmed was charged on Wednesday with one felony count of grand theft after it was found that he was stealing hundreds of blank COVID-19 vaccine cards from the Pomona Fairplex mass inoculation site where he worked. The man was a non-clinical contract worker from Vegas. He was accused of stealing the cards in April. Detectives responded and determined that the suspect had stolen blank vaccine cards and put them in his car. While conducting follow-up, detectives located more blank vaccine cards in his hotel room. He allegedly took a total of 528 cards, and each has a street value. Okay, what's the street value of
Right.
$15?
$15.
$15 get you a blank cord.
Get your cord.
Selling fraudulent and stolen vaccine cards is illegal, immoral, and puts the public at risk. Yes.
Told you it was coming.
So he's getting
saying
getting hit.
It was coming.
I've been saying this from day one, and when I said this from the day one, what y'all did? Y'all yelled at me. Y'all yelled
We
at
didn't
me
yell at you.
and discard what I said, and I keep saying these things over and over
I
again.
didn't know they was gonna hit people with a felony.
I said, and I
Right.
said this from the moment you shared the first story back whenever. Be about this Be about this life.
But it has a street value. That means they're in circulation.
But I'm just saying, be about this life.
My street value would be $100.
Yo.
Right.
I could get a felony
And
for this.
I'm glad that
Exactly.
I'm glad that
$250.
I bet
I'm
he wish
glad-
he did now.
I'm glad that
$15.
I'm glad
$15,
that
right,
I'm
right.
glad
Let me
that
see what 250 times 528.
I'm glad that you will now receive excuse me, hold on a second.
$130,000.
Hold on a second.
132.
Hold on a second. I'm glad here on the Feel Good Friday that your dumb ass will get a felony. Because I don't know whether if you're dumb or stupid. I don't know which one it is. But you may take your choice. I preach this all the time. If you're a non-vaxxer or not, I don't care about that. That's fine. But be about the life. Don't be a non-vaxxer and then steal vaccination cards. That doesn't make any sense to me. And then sell them. And then write your own so you can continue on with your life. Then you're not about that life. You're perpetrating for. That's a worse decision than not getting vaccinated because you contradicted your whole self. I will put this man in jail for 7 years. I will not tolerate this. That's what they need to do, Senny. They need to catch somebody and put them in jail for 10 years. And this will stop. It will stop immediately. And live the life. Whether if you're vaccinated or not, just live the life. It's fine. We talked about yesterday with the Houston Methodist Hospital, where we talked about the pressure of why they putting pressure on people with unemployment. And I do agree with the pressure part of it, Senny, but I disagree with what you said. But it's the same realm. When you're working in healthcare and different industries like this, these things are mandated from a private industry. If you're a nurse and you're a doctor, even if you work in the hospital and clean up, you take an oath to serve. It's different. You don't have to do it. You leave. But the private industry is setting these mandates. So if they're setting them, why the hell would you take fraudulent cards and sell them? Senny, you know a felony charge ruins everything for an individual.
Yeah.
Would you want to take that risk, my friend? Be about the life. If you don't want to get vaccinated, don't do the things that hurt you and get you a felony. Now you got a felony and you're not vaccinated.
Damn.
What? That doesn't even make sense to me. You did all of that because you don't want to put a vaccine in your arm?
He wasn't an anti-vaxxer. We don't know if he got vaccinated or not. He was just trying to take the cards and sell them.
I understand. No, I understand that, to get the coins. But he's selling it, whether if he is not vaccinated or not. Obviously, he's selling to people.
He probably is vaccinated. I think you can't work at those places unless you are.
Right.
Yeah,
so again, if he was, for argument's sake, you're still selling them to people that are not vaccinated. So that person who receives it gets a felony charge. You ruin your whole life. If you don't want to get vaccinated, don't. But don't go through these loopholes. What else you got to say? Be careful out there.
That's it. Didn't you want to do sports? It's 9:52.
Okay, all right. Non-vaxxers, I'm worried about you.
Don't be. We're fine.
I'm worried about you because you're gonna do something stupid.
I'm traveling, going to Costa Rica.
Yeah, but Senny, don't.
Good.
Whatever you do, don't come up with an idea with selling cards.
I'm not going to be selling, but I will be a purchaser of one.
Holla at me.
Senny, you ain't supposed to be that kind of stuff on here.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. We don't got nothing with sports, right?
Just some scores.
Okay, go ahead.
The Nets and the Bucks played yesterday.
The Nets and the Bucks.
The Nets and the Bucks. The Nets and the Bucks played yesterday. Yes, the Bucks won 86-83, but the Nets was leading the series 2-1.
Well, this is exciting. If the Bucks win again, it's tied up 2-2.
Tied 2-2, and you know.
All right. Right. Princess, be careful. But if the Nets win the next game, it's a wrap.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
All right. Well, good luck to the Milwaukee Bucks.
The Clippers lost to the Utah Jazz 117-111, and the Utah Jazz is leading the series 2-0. Time to go. We out of here.
Well, Utah Jazz is They leave in 2-1, two games to 0,
Yeah,
right?
2 games.
All right, that's over. They're gonna go to the next
0.
round. All right, so Barbie, where can they find you?
You guys can find me, Barbie Cologne, on Facebook, Barbie Cologne Designs, and Barbie Cologne Stylist on Instagram, Designer Babe 401 Snapchat.
Yes, you guys can find me at Senny J on Facebook, Senny_J on Instagram, and Senny J on Snapchat.
Shawn Harvey on Facebook, comedian Shawn Harvey on Facebook, Harvey on Instagram. Great show today and great shows this week, and we truly appreciate you guys. We head on over to the group room, and then we head over to Tricky on Fam Radio, and special shout out to WFLX Rochester 94.5, The Blaze, Louisville, Kentucky, Comedy Cloud as well, Fam Radio. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. We are out of here.
It's okay, it's alright. I got something you won't like. We gon' set your day on fire. Get your morning started right.
All right.
I think you probably got kicked up early because you played this all.